Hey guys, what's up? This is your girl Gibson's Night 2, giving you guys the latest and exclusive content on new music, entertainment news, and inspirational quotes by me. The Queen is back at it again, as always. So this is going to be another inspirational video by me. So let's get to the nitty gritty. Alright, so this video is going to be on the topic of self-reliance. I've always have wanted to make this video because I know how it feels to be independent, look out for yourself, and always trust your instincts. There is nothing wrong with leading your own path and creating your own path because, like I said, I've seen some things over the years that I didn't like, but this has told me to be aware and trust my inner self, use my instincts, and do not doubt myself, and keep myself, like I said, at a good place. Now sometimes, you may feel like, that you need to rely on people to get where you need to go. You need to rely on people to get where you want to be in life. But the only thing that you can do is look out for you and put yourself first. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't care what people say. People can say whatever. They can make up all kinds of bullshit, because I'm telling you, this is why I think that if you look out for yourself in your own best interest, 9 times out of 10 you will live a peaceful life. You will live a life of what you always have wanted, and do not be afraid to stand your ground, because I've listened to other motivators, motivation speakers, the ones that have inspired me to have like that, just believe in myself, and to make sure that, don't be afraid to just do what's best for you. I also like that people in general, it's like I look at how things that I have been through, and like I said, I have been resilient, and you have to have that mentality of like always, put yourself first. And listen, if you gotta be selfish, do it. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with being selfish, because I tell you what, people have been saying, well, I've always looked out for other people, I've always tended to other people, I've always been the one to, help people, but I had lost the value of helping myself. And really, that's why I also think that there's nothing wrong with helping other people's, but you also cannot forget, and you cannot, lose yourself too in the process. And that's how I also take things with a grain of salt. And I've always have had like this, like, optimism, and just be more like the things that I want to do. And I think that really it's kind of like, there's nothing wrong with living your dreams. There's nothing wrong with like chasing after what you believe in, but you must have a go-getter mentality, because I know nowadays people are followers. It is what it is. I hate to say it, but I'm gonna be blunt. People are followers, and that's their life, but that doesn't mean that you are a follower yourself. What I'm saying is that in the best way as possible, you don't have to be a follower to like, find yourself, or try to just have that self-awareness. Because I know, like I said, I've dealt with like, self-esteem issues. I've also have dealt with like my mental health as well. But I think that I have always have had that in me to do stuff for me, to do stuff that can keep my mind, like, have sanity and have peace. And I've always have said, I just never really felt like I had to be a follower, to like, get my point across, or just, be more, it's just that inner self. It's like that fire, the hidden dragon in me, because I've always have said I want to be great, and there's nothing wrong with being great. And I tell you what, I think people, from what I've seen throughout the years, there's nothing wrong with having that. It's like you want to be able to just realize your purpose. You have to realize what you're capable of. And I've always have said, don't underestimate people, period. And don't underestimate the underdogs. And don't underestimate people because, like I said, some people have doubted people, which is fine. But I've always have seen people like the same stories. Like people say, yeah, people doubted me. I got haters, but look where I'm at now. I never gave up. Don't give up. That's another way to keep the success of self-reliance. Because being a person who's independent, always figuring out a way to have resources, network, make sure that you keep yourself grounded. And I know sometimes it could be, challenging, but it's okay to be yourself and it's okay to be by yourself. Because I think that I looked at how, for me, people have been, I had some haters here and there in my life, but now it's like, okay, cool. I've always have gained this, freedom. I've gained, more consciousness. I've gained more awareness, and I know I have, a badass mentality in me. And for my followers and subscribers, you want to get to know me more, I have dealt with, a lack of confidence. And I've also had insecurity issues from other people that have tried to put me in the box or who have tried to make me feel less than them. And like I said, I hated that for a long time. And also, like I said, that gave me the courage and strength to use that as a, what they call it. You use those negative things as a motivation to just persevere and be resilient. And being a person that you know what you're capable of and you don't owe nobody nothing, and you want to have that mentality of you want to be comfortable in your own skin. And I know sometimes in life, especially people, you want to be you want to have self-reliance, but it's kind of sometimes you may feel lost. Sometimes you may doubt yourself, but never, ever, ever, period, don't compare yourself to others. That's the number one thing. Do not compare yourself to other people. And this is where I'm going to be blunt and honest, because I tell you what, people, we're on this earth for a purpose, and I would never compare myself to nobody else because I know there's only one me. I can't be nobody but myself. And I am my only competition. I am my own competition. And quote by my favorite singer of all time, Aaliyah, bless her soul. I'm an Aaliyah fan, Team Aaliyah, shout out to y'all. But I'm just using that for somebody that I grew up with and I love her music. And she's a perfect example of a person that she always wanted to be herself. She wanted to grow and evolve and explore and just be able to utilize who she was until when she had to go. So rest in peace to baby girl, but you get my drift. So it's don't compare yourself to other people. Have your own lane. Don't be afraid to showcase your talent, to show what you have to offer. And don't be afraid to, people who try to disrespect you or try to put you down, brush these people off. Brush these naysayers off, because all they like to do is put people down, and because of their insecurities, they try to come at you, and then like I've always have said, it shows how they really are as a person, and it shows their character. So it's self-reliance is something that can empower you and something that you can use to have a better life. And regardless of who you are, don't let nobody make you feel less than them. Don't let nobody make you feel like you're beneath them. Because I tell you what, all the bullshit I've been saying lately, I'm not going to say anything because I've seen some things, I've heard some things I know what's going on. I know the tea. But I refrain from even talking about these things because I'm trying to move my platform up. I'm trying to build it and network and talk about positive things and, stray away from drama. But it's like that's why some people can, be threatened by people who like don't need to have let's see, a whole bunch of cosign, or you've been on your own and there's nothing wrong with that, but you have to make sure that you are very, like I said, like you have like a determination and a positive mindset to like you know just achieve your dreams, achieve your accomplishments. And of course you're gonna have haters. You're gonna have haters. They're gonna knock you down. They're gonna try to knock you down, but you have to keep going and you have to keep pushing. And that's where self-reliance comes in too, because when people hate on you for no reason and they start talking ish and they say all kinds of things, at the end of the day, it's your self-reliance. Your self-reliance can get you where you need to go. Your self-reliance can become a weapon in a good way, like a weapon of like, okay, choose your weapon like Mortal Kombat style, okay? Because I tell you what, people that have always have tried to have this mentality of like, okay, you don't have some people, they feel like people need to rely on them 24/7 to get what they want. I mean, in some cases, yeah, cool, but you don't want to be a person that always have to depend on somebody else to get where you need to go. You have to have that like motivation, you have to have like that positive attitude, that go-getter, and you have to make sure that you keep yourself in line. Like when I mean by specific, you keep yourself grounded and don't be afraid to like, things, if you're going through things in your life, if you want to be alone, you want to have your space, that's fine, because I did a video about that. Go check it out. I think the title is like, it's okay to be alone, so go check that out. But yeah, like me, I've always been like a lone wolf in a way, like not always lone wolf, but as a child, like I said, I'm the only child, okay? I don't have no siblings, so I have to take care of me. So I have really like grown into like being comfortable in my own skin, being comfortable in who I am as the person, and don't let nobody put me down, knock me down. And also I have gained a lot of confidence throughout the years, like okay, doing stuff for myself, learning things, making sure that my peace of mind is in check, and make sure that I hang around good people. And I'm very blessed with friends that I have, and I think that people that, like I said, when you have it's almost like when you know your purpose and you try to like keep yourself like balanced, you're going to have to really hold on and believe in yourself. Because I heard amazing stories from people that like inspire me, and they've said, like I said, they had to move on from some people, toxic people in their lives. They had to really like take control of their life, and that's where self-reliance is. Self-reliance pretty much is like the way how you're supposed to be, and I think that it's like people, they have a way of saying, well, haters or like doubters, how some people, they'll try to say, oh well, you think you're all that, or oh, you think you all that, and this and that and third. It's like, no, I am all that. I am that. You know what, you just need to sit down and eat your food and leave me alone and mind your business, okay? But that's how people will try to bring you down. They will try to tear you down. And I have to be honest, a lot of things that I have witnessed in my life, I was like, yeah, I don't want to be like this. I don't want to be a hater. I don't want to be a person that is insecure or jealous or envious of somebody else because I'm not feeling myself. I don't feel good about myself, or I hate myself to the point where I have to put down somebody else to get my point across, or I have to be shady and talk shit. And even though I may like have an opinion, it's cool, we got opinions, but I don't have to just put somebody down to get my point across, you know. So it's like, really, you know, it's almost like the people who, like, you know, those people that, you know, like I said, they're miserable, let them stay miserable. And if you have a hater, let the hater be a hater, you know. And I think that, you know, people really, you know, they have to find the courage to, like, you know, be independent. Self-reliance is a really great thing to have, and it's also a great, like, characteristic to have, even in your life, you know, in work and family, you know, school, you know, and just in life in general, because you don't always want to be dependent on everybody. You don't always want to be dependent on people that, especially, perfect example, especially people that you know you can't count on. They don't matter anyway. But people who you can count on, you're blessed to have those people around. That's all that matters. You know, that's all that matters. So it's like, don't be afraid to take matters into your own hands, because really it's like this. You know, I wish, like, people nowadays were more compassionate and, you know, stuff like that, but not everybody is like that, unfortunately. And also keep a third eye for snakes, for fake people, and just be aware of, like, what's going on, because I already know this for a fact. I already know this. Ugly people, you know, they hurt other people, they be slick to other people. They may think, they may have this, they may appear to, like, have good intentions, but it's bad intentions. So always, I always say, make sure you follow your instinct. Make sure you follow that, like, little voice that's telling you, nah, that ain't cool, nah, that ain't good. Just follow that, you know, because really, it's like, if I see somebody that, in general, that is up to no good, I stay away from them. And there are ways of dealing with that. And, you know, also, you can, you know, move in silence, which is a great weapon, which is a great, like, you know, tactic too. And I've done research on, like, move in silence. You don't have to say anything. You let yourself make the noise. You let your light shine bright, and you don't dim your light for anybody, period. Because, you know, what is really sad too, it's like, I know it's like, Eve, okay, perfect example, just like I love, like, talented people, you know, in art and music, you know, it's like, I have heard stories where people, like, you know, they have went through, like, a bias, discrimination because of who they are, and they have, like, all the talent and the creativity in the world, but they've experienced, like, people, like, trying to make them dim their light, or try to put them down, or just be, like, trying to be, you know, shady, but they kept pushing and they kept going, and they used that as a, you know, like, they turn that negative situation to a positive situation. And 9 times out of 10, once you do that, that's why you can be able to slay. You know, you can be able to be that person. You can be able to say, what's the word? It's above me now. Yeah, I've been saying that too. Those words, because it's like, people, like I said, you know, in this day and age, you know, people that understand that we're human beings, we do learn from each other, we are inspired by each other, but there's certain levels to this stuff. And really, for me to see how people that have, like, really done great things in their lives, and at first they didn't start off like, okay, working in a high salary job at a business corporation or just whatever. They started from the bottom. They had to start from the ground up. They had to build from the ground up. They had to make sure that they wanted to get where they wanted to be. And it took a lot of sacrifice. It took a lot of courage. It took a lot of, like, ups and downs. But they kept pushing, and they kept going, and they got perseverance, and they got resilience. So really, it's like, you know, for them, you know, it took, like, you know, years. Some people took years to reach to, like, the level of, like, where they are now, and they've always have continued to keep going. And really, what I like how people, okay, for example, for me, like, okay, I graduated college. Now, I've been in school for a long time, but I recently graduated from Towson University. I'm 27 years old, so I graduated when I was 26. I just had a birthday, so shout out to my followers for, like, supporting me, sharing me out a birthday girl. Libra gang, Libra season is Libra season, so I appreciate love and support. But yeah, like, as long as you don't give up on yourself, you can conquer, you can do anything. Like, you can reach that level of success. Also, I think I would recommend, who's a motivational speaker that I love? I love Les Brown. Check him out. Les Brown is pretty much like one of my favorite motivational speakers because I grew up with, like, his speaking. I read the book. That guy is incredible. He speaks from within. He speaks from his experiences. So I love Les Brown. So I do take bits and pieces from him and put into my videos. So that's how, like, I'm speaking from my experience, and also I'm speaking from, like, other in quoting and citing, acknowledging other motivational, speakers, like, saying, like, yo, you can, achieve your dreams. Don't let haters get in the way. Stay focused. You can do it, and it can happen. So it's like, for Les Brown, he's pretty much, like, phenomenal. That man's, like, his life story, like, check him out. I also, like I said, I like how, for me, like, I went through ups and downs in, like, my life, but one thing that taught me to have thick skin, have tough skin, and be a badass, and also be a super saiyan too, because it's been a journey for me too, and I like that. Like I said, I never gave up on myself, and I continue to push myself, and I continue to learn and grow and build and network the right way. So it's like, for me, seeing other people win, it lights me up. It puts a smile on my face. It makes me like, yay, like, I'm happy for them. There's no negativity. There's no fucking, like, resentment, because I've been there, and I'm not a hater, so it's like, I never really had, like, that, I just never really had, like, that hater mindset. I never been a hater, because I've been hating on myself, and I know how it feels, but hey, it's whatever. Let haters be your motivators. And also, check out my video, Let Haters Be Your Motivators Too. Go check that out, reply. And make sure that you know who you are, and put yourself first, and keep yourself afloat, and just love yourself. That way you can be able to attract people that will love you for you, and don't be hating on you, and not trying to make you change to please them or to appeal to them. And also keep your head up. And I suggest, like, start reading articles, positive, like, quotes. If you have a journal, write down your goals, write down your dreams, your ambitions. You can also, like I said, what's another thing you can do? You can, like, meditate, you can exercise. Just do something that will keep you more, just be like a person that know what they want in life. That's all that matters. So love yourself enough to say, if I want to do something, I have a goal, I'm gonna reach for it. I don't care what nobody says, I'm gonna do it, period. And like I said, just don't give yourself up, don't let yourself go, and just do what it do, and self-reliance is one of the key ways of, like, pursuing your happiness, because your happiness matters, okay, period. And like I said, just believe in yourself. That's all I can say, because I'm a witness to it. I've experienced it myself, and I've heard other people's experience of their success stories, how they never gave up, how they had pushed forward through good times and bad times. That's where you got to keep going. So yeah, self-reliance is an important factor that you must have in life, and don't be afraid to, like, look out for you, and have that courage and have that confidence to know that you can do it and have a successful and fulfilling life. So that's all I gotta say, guys. Let me know down below. Show me, well, not show me. Tell me your experiences. Tell me your stories. I would love to hear them, because I really do get intrigued by other people's stories, what they've been through. I'm like, damn, we are pretty much, yeah, we're human. Yeah. So that's all I gotta say. Don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Don't be afraid to hit that notification bell. Don't be afraid to like, share, comment, and subscribe down below. My followers and my subscribers, I thank you for all the love and support you have given me and shown me for a couple years on this platform. I promise I will stay consistent and, build my channel and do what it do. So yeah, guys, so stay tuned on the next episode of Gift Since 92 Dragon Ball Z narrator reference. Peace. Bye bye.